Hello guys, it be Tamus. Oh god, I cannot hold that with my right hand today. My thumb is killing me. Okay, so, school is a thing. My lighting is probably really terrible right now. Forgive me. There is one thing I can do. It's best. So, we have this term project we are going to do a fox hunting thing with radio receivers and antennas. So we're all making our own antennas and our own receivers. Working on the receiver bit. But, so I started making my antenna. Everyone in the class is doing Yagis, and they're mostly doing dipole antennas. And I chose to do a dish shape. Like your dish TV satellite, not satellite, but TV dishes. Kind of like that. So I had a couple of classmates looking to do the same thing, but they ended up aborting a few weeks ago. And they had a paper mache one that they already had started. So they let me have it. But I think they pulled it off because they were using a balloon to shape it into like the parabolic frame. But I think it didn't get to dry all the way through because they said that they did a lot of layers. And I only saw it sitting up at school for maybe a day and a half. And so the inside, the newspaper was all peeling back and off and stuff. It's not too bad. But I wanted to make my own. And initially I was doing a wire mesh kind of thing because I found some chicken wire. But that was taking forever to solder onto the metal ring I had because it was like a giant heat sink. And I was having issues with our soldering irons for that. So I ended up scrapping that idea. And so I looked up how to do paper mache, and I ended up making my own out of paper towels. And it's been, let's see, I finished it about 4 o'clock. So it's been like 50 hours since I initially did it. So it's looks like it's nice and dry. I only have 2 layers on it. I think they said they had like 4 or 5 on there. So we're going to see how it turned out. I just wanted to vlog this for some reason. But, I got some math and stuff. You can't really see that very well. That's circuit ideas. But here's kind of like my dish stuff I was planning out. Just kind of general ideas and whatnot. But my dad's out there watching videos because he got home from work. So, yeah. Let us go. And we are going to free the antenna from its balloon prison. Let us go. It is very dark. Flick on the light. It's a very big dish. Huzzah. Focus. Good. Dad, would you like to assist me? You would be cameraman.
You need to go out.
So I used the fruit bowl that we have to hold it. We were using it as a fruit bowl. Or I guess as a
Get out. What? Out.
Garlic
Out.
holder.
Out. Out.
So I'm going to start by taking off the tape. Okay, there you go. Detaching it from the bowl. This is actually got weight to it. Very careful now. Just feeling, make sure it's, I'm seeing how dry it actually feels.
Tank.
Because I don't have time to make a second one of these. How dry does this feel to you? Like, it feels dry, but it also feels a little damp around here.
Don't know. On that one.
It feels okay on the outer parts.
You need to back up.
It's a big balloon.
So is the balloon in your hand. You have a big head.
Yeah, I don't know if it just feels weird or if it's actually. Yeah, okay. I can see through. I see a little bit there, but.
Take your stupid hat off.
No.
Take the hat off.
No.
Take the hat off.
My hair's wet.
From what?
I showered. This is very exciting.
I think I'm watching paint dry.
I heard it start cracking and I started to panic. Oh no! Shit. I was right. It's not completely dry in the middle.
Hit it with a hairdryer for a little while. Turn it upside down, let it sit on the counter.
That would just make it collapse inward. Because it's still wet. Those of you who are curious, I did the flour mixture for the paper mache part. The bottom part along here seemed to dry okay, so it held together pretty well. But yeah, you can see the inside still a little damp. I have a metal ring here at the bottom. That's what this bump is, to like help support it. This might be okay, but yeah, it's definitely gotta finish drying first. At least the ring gives me like a good place to. There we go, that's better.
It needs air. It needs exposure. That's why it didn't dry.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I was waiting as long as I did, is because I knew it would take it longer to get to the inside. See, the core here has kept its frame pretty good. The paper towel strips started to peel a little bit, but since this is an antenna, I'm gonna, from my classmate, I got a space blanket, one of those like tin energy blanket things. So I was gonna cut that up and then line the inside of it, so that will help flatten it out a little bit too. But yeah, this came out a little bit better than I expected. But yeah, the inside of steak cameraman. So yeah, this was the one I had started working on. You can see I finished this half over here, and that's all soldered on. And then I was trying to solder the two pieces together in the middle, but it was being a real pain in the ass about that, so I only got a little bit. And then the rest of it is just trimmed down, but then wrapped around the ring. And then this was the paper mache one my classmates made. So it's a bit deeper, which is good. Shut up. But yeah, it's a little bit thicker. And as you can see, it's peeling a little bit. There was a bunch of it that was like all bunched up, and I pulled and like cut it out so it wouldn't pull up the rest of it. I thought this was pretty funny. For an antenna that was made for fox hunting, for finding our teacher around campus, and this part is sticking out, "You will be found." I thought that was a little funny coincident thing. But yeah. So my initial plan is that if plan C doesn't work out, I'm going back to plan B, and I'll just make this work. Because this is the most done one I have. So this will probably be dry. This will probably be dry completely by the end of tomorrow, which would work out anyway because I won't be home tomorrow. But I'm not too surprised with how like bendy it is. It is only like 2 layers.
Bendy.
Flimsy, I guess.
Flexible.
I wanted to get another one of these metal rings. It's 19 inches in diameter. I got it from the craft store. But I didn't want to go all the way out to the same craft store again. So I tried to go to a closer one, but they didn't have any of the right size. So I was just like, I'll just use string to measure it out. So that's how that happened. This is basically it. This is all I got. This is all I wanted to do. Don't hit stop yet. Okay, I saw your hand going up. I wanted to make sure. But I'm kind of thinking about how I could reinforce this maybe. But yeah, that's why I got that second ring for that, just to give it support since it can bend. But yeah, that worked out better. That makes the core part a lot more stable. This might be okay in terms of not falling apart, hopefully. Big hopefully. Yeah, but progress. I'm not paying you for this. You're not being a good cameraman. Snoring on the job. Okay, fine. I'll take that back down. Go watch your videos. Go, get out of here.
Ice cream.
Hi, Tank. Well, let's scoop ice cream.
Let's go.
You're an adult. I don't care what you do. But yeah, I think I might set aside extra.
You don't need to clean this up.
Well, no, duh. I think I might actually set aside extra stuff, and when I'm lining that one with the space blanket tinfoily stuff, I think I might do the same thing to this one.
There you go.
So that way, just in case this one breaks or loses form somehow, I have a more stable one I can work with it. Because it needs to be big enough.
A walk is that size.
It's also heavy.
Drill a hole in it. It's got a handle on it. Put your antenna focal point in there, and you have a thing. The thing. Done.
It still has to be the same size. That is actually a little bit smaller than what I need. Because a quarter wavelength.
You know how you find your teacher? What kind of car does he drive?
Jeep, but he's not going to be in his car.
No. But you put in that thing over the PA system saying that somebody's towing the Jeep with his ID, he will come a running. I just got an A.
I don't have the power to do that.
A $5 bill in the right person's pocket, it'll take care of itself. So you probably pay more than $20 for all this. Think what that $20 would do in that lady's pocket. It's got the PA. It'll buy her medication. She'll do it
I
gladly.
mean, I have spent. I think I am $20 into this. But that's also because I'm going with a more complicated design choice than everyone else who's just doing little dipole.
Mine will work. Oh, fat ass. I know you're stocking the bowl.
Out. And there's no water left. But yeah, that is that. That is that. Yes. Actually, now I think about it, it's kind of curious that there's not as much of the stuff in some of those spots, because I made sure to cover those really well. I'm a little surprised that there's not a whole lot of it still in there. Excuse me. Just filling up dog's water bowl. This is entertaining content right here. This is why I only have 2 viewers.
2 viewers?
On the vlogs. The average is 2. Hey, Priestley. Oh, Priestley. But, yeah. That's it. If I had to do this again, I probably wouldn't do the flower. But flower seems to have worked up okay. The areas up top where it's really thoroughly covered in it and actually well dried seem to fit pretty good. I honestly feel like I could easily bin this though and just break all of it. I mean, I'm bending it a little bit here and you can see it, but it's kind of going back to shape a little bit. But I should really just stop messing with it and let it dry properly the rest of the way. So, alright. Thanks for watching. It's been my little antenna reveal thing, I guess. Alright then. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good time doing whatever you're doing whenever you're doing it. Bye bye.